Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, day, etc. I hope you're all having a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Except for the two of you in chat currently, who what you're deciding to do is spam hydrate at me. And I appreciate it, but also, no. Jesus. I can only drink so much water. I will not drink that much, but I appreciate it. Water is good. Anyway, yeah, I hope everyone is having a lovely day. Fucking hell. Today sucks. And I hate wearing actual t-shirts again. So. Raiders! Stay true. Welcome, Raiders from Siobhan's channel. I hope you all had a productive sprinting stream with Siobhan. And that you got lots of writing done. Siobhan is now inching ever closer to her 150k goal, right? You're basically almost there. Couple, like 1,000 words or so left, right? Since I'm assuming you took some time off yesterday, so you wouldn't have written as much yesterday, so I'm like, you're almost there. Last time I checked, you were at like 5,000 away or something. Oof. God. Stay true. I hope you all had a productive day. So, before I begin, I should probably summarize what happened between last stream on Tuesday and today. So, for one, I finished this bit. I believe when I streamed, I had finished about this part, the genetics and reproduction part. And then I put down a very basic list for the ethnicity section. After the stream, I gave them all names, none of which are pronounceable because I can't read. But that's fine. 1,329 words written last night. It's only 3,000 words left till you hit your goal. Hell yeah. Excellent. And then I also wrote an origin section where I talked about how, like, they have crystal hearts. Why do they have crystal hearts? God did it. You know? God did it. Because I like to have little sidebar bits. So it's just literally just saying God did it. That's basically the entire summary of the side. And also some fun archaeological bits like, there were humans too and they don't exist anymore. Why? Who knows? The friendly, hell yeah. I like to hope I'm fairly friendly, and I'm pretty sure I'm Australian. you can always come back to me on that one. Okay, so then I finished that. I finished that article. Ugh. Then I think that night after the stream and in the next day, I wrote the first of the ethnicity articles. I decided to focus on the Dunkria, who were they're kind of the majority people, or they were the most representative group to focus on first, and I gave them an article. A lot of stuff in there. I'm pretty sure I'm an Isaac too, but again, you can always come check in 10 years, who knows? Things may have changed. Pretty much everything in the list, in the statement, Isaac the Friendly Aussie could change at any given moment. But for the moment, I'm pretty sure they're all true. Oh no. Aussie. Oi. I say oi really weird though, because I'm almost about to say oink. But oi. I'm not a sports fan. That's the issue. I'm not truly Australian. I'm not a huge sports fan. That's the bit. That's the real test. Like, what AFL team do you support? I'm like, North Melbourne, I guess. It's like, I don't even live in North Melbourne. Oops. It did be like that. But yeah, I wrote the Dunkria. The summary is that they're a bunch of arrogant religious people. And this doubled as both a response to prompt 3 in Synergasia, which was write about the people of your world. This is only one of the groups, obviously. There are multiple groups. And also the fourth prompt was about names. So I gave them a naming system where they're fairly formulaic. They've got the surname set up. And the fun thing about this is that based off reading this, you can tell that whoever spoke the quote at the top is not a Dunkria. You can tell that just off the bat. Off the bat. Off the bat. I'm a Kiwi and see what you say. If I'll just end up saying like, you know, fush and shops and shit. I could probably do a better Kiwi accent if I actually like prepared. You know, if I actually like put effort into it. I could do a maybe not. I know how vowels work. It's just a matter of putting the vowel in the right spots, you know, fush and chops. And you get all the central vowels and stuff. No. Again, I went to New Zealand. It was predominantly, well, I mean, North Island is mostly cows. All the sheep are in the South Island, so calling all of New Zealand sheep bangers incorrect. It's only the South Island that does it. My Kaiwais. Oh no, my Kaiwais. It's not Collingwood. No. I said it's North Melbourne. I'm a North Melbourne supporter. That said, my mom is a Collingwood supporter, but only kind of. I think that she was raised as a Collingwood supporter. She is now a Melbourne supporter. Just like Melbourne D's. The Demons. The D's. My dad's a D's supporter. My sister doesn't give a shit. My brother's a Freo supporter. Little Dockers. So, oops. Don't know how that happened, but here we are. And then I think that's the only ones that I know. That I know that we support. Just the D's, the Kangas, the Dockers, and sometimes the Tigers, but also I hate the Tigers, so screw Richmond. That is my AFL opinion for the day. I don't like Richmond because for some reason my primary school was designated Richmond supporters, and I didn't enjoy that because I was always on my own. As a poor, sweet North Melbourne supporter, or forced to wear my brother's Dockers uniform. I'm the only Docker in the school. Like, why am I here? Yeah, the Welsh and New Zealanders do have a lot in common. Now, to be fair, you have to remember that, like, a lot of Welsh people did come over. You know? They did come over during colonialization. So, it works. Oh, hydrate posture. Oh, shit. I need to keep moving this chair. I switched to one that doesn't have rollers a while back because it has back support. It means that moving the chair is a pain in the butt. Okay, I don't mean to insult Richmond. I don't specifically have anything in problem with Richmond. I'm just annoyed that my primary school was designated as Richmond supporters. Don't know about sport, don't worry about it. The sport is not important. I'm just saying that one of the things about Australians in stereotype is that we love sport. We either love AFL, rugby if you're from the north, really. Like, the further north you get, the more they're into rugby. If you're further south, you're into AFL, generally speaking. Cricket, but cricket's boring, so no. And then, I guess, tennis. And swimming. But I can't swim. I'm bad at tennis. You know, I could be like that. I went past all of her teeth, thank you. Listen, alright? It's been a while. Why do Scotsman? Because it's comfortable and it makes sense. They're warm. They have very heavy skirts. Like, you know, oh, they're not wearing pants, it must be cold. Like, that is a heavy kilt and it is warm. It's warm in there. I didn't even talk about clothing in this. I probably should have. But oh well. Because I gave them their names, that was the important part. And I talked about how the current conflict, which is a thing that exists. The conflicts. And the reason I made sure to mention the conflict in this fantasy region is because the 5th Synergacious prompt, oh, sorry, I was looking at something earlier. I think somebody's uploaded some awkward CSS. The 5th Synergacia prompt was at antagonists, and I went, well, the conflict is the thing that there would be antagonists over, and therefore I should start seeding that early. Is she afraid of Sippus? Why do the Irish? Why? I don't know why Irishmen wear kilts. Why do Irishmen wear kilts? Because they're comfortable? And they don't? Then they go, like, I mean, sure. I mean, there are a fair amount of Scots in Ireland, so sure. Irishmen wearing kilts, but like, I don't know. These are all jokes that I can't understand because I'm not from the United Kingdom. Because got surface to pursue. Oh, jeez. God. Incredible. Incredible. We love to claim that people bang their livestock. It's incredible. Ugh. God damn it. I'm just drinking normally. Fair enough. I think I only have a partial understanding, and part of me is like, I think I'll leave it at partial. Partial's fine. But yes, so the fifth Synergasia prompt, which if you don't know what Synergasia is, it's basically a collaborative project where we all... there's like, I think there's 15 of us currently, plus the 2 leads, of which Bob is one of them. We all just collaborate in a big world, and we do world building, various different genres, and maybe we'll collaborate later, it depends on factors. Like properly like interact regions. At the moment we're all sort of in our own little bubbles. And one of the things with Synergasia is that every week or so we get prompts to help encourage us to do stuff. And so the 5th prompt is antagonists, which basically is just to write about who's the big bad evil guy. And this one's a really open prompt just because it could be basically anything, which is what we've discussed. The craft of world built. Oh my god. That is an incredible comparison and basically just shot me in the head, dude. Wow. That is a comparison. God. I should start rewatching Hermitcraft. God damn it. Don't make me do this. I'm trying to balance like 17 different YouTube series. I don't have the time for this. Shepherd is a lonely job. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, part of the good thing about this is that it's fairly chill. Unlike with summer camp where we had to basically, if you want a badge, you have to finish X prompts by the 31st or... Yeah, 31st. I had to say the mnemonic in my head for a second, going like, is there 30 days? I had to do the math. But you had to do X prompts by X date. Synergasia is basically just trying to encourage you to think about certain aspects of your world. So, for instance, like, when I was in the chat discussing this prompt, I had the bit where, because I haven't developed the world enough to have really individuals, and the core concept of the region that I'm working in doesn't have really a singular antagonist. It's not that kind of setting. Like, in sort of like high fantasy, you can have that like singular evil villain lording over the common folk and causing pain. This is not that. So I didn't have a person I could use. And then there were suggestions that I could use like the natural law because there's technically a volcano. Technically. It's complicated. I'll write about it at some point. It's complicated. Or locations, or organizations. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Oop, people are talking. I have to scroll now. Ugh, scrolling. Taking a break. That is fair. That is fair. I'll probably have to at some point actually like deliberately go back to TU Amara to just keep my hand in basically, so I don't forget. Because I care a lot about my other world as well, and I don't want to only write in Synergasia. I want to make sure I get a decent mix, which once uni's over, that'll be easy to do. Speaking of people not getting things, I once had a Shadowrun player not realize what was meant when a lady on a street corner approached the character and asked they wanted to have a good time. Not the character, the player had no idea. Aww. What an innocent soul. What an innocent soul. Wow. Even I know what that means, and I am not particularly well versed. So that's impressive. And yeah, 33 prompts for the Diamond Badge. Woo! We love the Diamond Badge. Oh, and then World Ember. Oh, Jesus. World Ember's gonna be fun. Oh, God. At least I have different worlds to work in, too, so I can bounce back and forth. I have so many countries I still need to fill in for TU Amara, too. I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah. And so, when you got into a relationship with you under RPG... Aw, that's great, Makar. That's a great storyline. Got 2 articles out in 2 days and now getting my online article done. Nice to be back on. Yeah, because you took a decent break to do map making, so now it's like, ah, yes. It's writing time. It's been fun. I've enjoyed having this as just world building in general, as a thing to do between like assignments. Aside from playing video games, which I've played a lot of video games in the last week. Good lord. I have played many a video game. New Vegas keeps crashing, I wish it wouldn't. But anyway, so prompt 5 is antagonists, and I think it definitely will start to help me when I go back to TUMR and start like building in regional conflicts. There are a couple already like built in, but I want to do more of it. But for the antagonists prompt, I should probably actually open this page of it, even though my notes do not need to be read. We don't read my notes in this place. These are bad notes. Basically, it's a church. As you can see, you can read is church. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hold on. Let me just get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Rid of that. God damn it. There's still the prompts from my Pathfinder 2 campaign. There, hell yeah. That's the good stuff. You still all the prompts all around. I don't feel time crash issues. Oh god, crash issues. Yeah. I mean, you can have colored text if you do like the... Oh, did I miss one? I missed one. Oops. I missed one. Got him. Didn't see that one, because I had to Alt-Tab to ban them. Because I read chat on my phone, usually, so I'm sitting here going, oh, have to Alt-Tab. I should have all of them now. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I get focused on one or the other all the time. There are times when I just won't do a whole lot of writing. But that's why it's like helpful for me to stream, because then I will get at least a little bit done of something, whether it be mapping or writing, which is good. Which is good. I appreciate that ability to kind of force myself to do something for 2 hours, even if most of that 2 hours is spent chatting. That's still something to do, and I don't get to chat a lot. Yeah, no, I think it's... Is it me? Hold on, is it me? Yeah, if you do like /me, like you would for any other command, you do /me. Hello. Nope, it won't show up. Me, hello. Nope, it doesn't want to do that. Oh, it hates that. Oh, me, but oh, it showed up on my phone. Me. I was trying to put the slash in. It doesn't like the slash. Me. But yeah, you can do if you do /me and then you put text, it can be in colors. But yeah, Moobot just writes in green. Moobot just in green. But yes, so the article I'll be working on for today until midnight. Well, me what? Hold on. So me text, but the opposite direction of slash, the other way, the other direction. Oh, I'm peeking a little bit. Sorry, let me just... That's a bit better. Sorry. I just really... Yep, it worked! Yay! I had to... I'm sorry that my audio is quite bad. I need a microphone. I didn't realize it was peaking. Oops. Because I Alt-Tab to type text. But yes, so, the Church of the Blessed Heart. That was a truly horrendous French accent. I apologize. Oh my god. Oh, halfway through I remembered what the how the beat goes, and I was like, ah, shit. And yes, I do change daylight savings tonight. Literally in the middle of the Minecraft stream, in fact. And so I'm gonna be working on how that factors in, because oh boy. We'll figure something out. But yes, so the church is the quote-unquote big, bad, evil guy of Outremoch, because they are the clearest example of a force that is antagonistic for specific people. They have, obviously, their own specific people that they're cool with, people that they aren't. And so they are the BBEG because, written here, their specific religious practices / beliefs have immense impact on the way that the big crystal heart thing, which is the source of all magic in the region, is interacted with. And as a result, the fact that one group of people, which may be a couple of different countries, haven't figured it out yet, a certain group of people has no access to the heart, no access to this huge source of magic. They have to make do with all these like scraps. And so for the Ochena people, the church is a villain, basically. Yeah. Yes. So, the Northern Hemisphere changes basically at the start of November / the end of December, depending on countries. But we change at the start of October because we're in the South, so we kind of have to. And we go forward an hour, so I lose an hour. So at 2 a.m. my time, we skip forward an hour to 3 a.m., which is going to be fun. And that will impact my stream schedule going forward, but we're going to figure out more of that on Tuesday's stream. Just so that I can, like, run it through and practice. No, it takes an hour. It takes away an hour. It takes away an hour. It does not give me an extra hour. It moves forward. I'm not... No. Ending of daylight savings gives you an extra hour of sleep. Beginning of daylight savings takes away an hour of sleep. Unless you sleep in. So, I do not get an extra hour if I started at midnight. Which, I'm not going to anyway. But, yeah, so yeah. Starting of daylight savings, you lose an hour. End of daylight savings, you gain an hour. And we flip the bit. Yeah. So at the start of Nano, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you were talking about Moonflower, sorry. Yeah. So you guys gain an hour of working time, and we do not. But luckily we don't do it in Nano. So it doesn't make a nano difference, it just makes my life difference. Yeah. Oh god. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm gonna change time zone, so now everything to me is an hour later. So for instance, Bob starts at the end of my stream, which for me is midnight, but when I go forward an hour, Bob will now start at 1 a.m. my time. And then when daylight savings hits for Bob, they're gonna start at 2 a.m. my time. I was like, everything just gets really far apart because of all the shenanigans, and it's just, it's a mess. I like when I'm not in daylight savings and the north is, because then things get closer together. That's the time when we are the closest in time zone, is when you're connected and I'm apart. Or something. It's great. And then, so like, winter is great, summer sucks. Good night, Sable! And I will have a good stream. And we'll get things done. I have a 2-hour start of Nano stream. It's actually going to be 3 hours. Oh no. Best of luck to you when that happens. Yeah, yeah, that too. Mismatch between different countries all doing daylight savings. They had to go the same way, but at different times. WTF, mate. Oh god, what a mess. Time is a construct, and we made a mistake. We did not construct, well, bring back the metric time system, please. Universal time, baby! Okay, so yes, we shall eventually go. I wrote these notes, I think like an hour ago, which is why you can see that they get extremely bad, because my notes are a stream of consciousness, just thoughts that just go. So I feel like they're pretty conservative to a point, in the sense that, like, maybe conservationist might be the better word to use, but also conservative, because the heart fancy crystal is sacred, and so they don't want you to touch it. But also, you can totally touch it, but only if you're Tungriya. And it's like, okay. And then they have rival churches, and that influences politics. Something happened in here. And then their policies are not law, but many members of government are members of the church. So presumably it's a democracy of some kind. I just assumed. Debating whether or not I'll have a civic look for you. God. Excellent. Ah, yes. Just did 4Q to Nano. Because I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's time just gets messed and then it's like, I slept in, can somebody cover for me while I get out of bed? And it's like, yeah, no worries. Yeah. Excellent. Because we should, yeah, I'm gonna adjust time zones to fit better around everybody else, because I don't want to overlap, because when everybody moves, I will overlap. and I don't want to overlap too much. I can't move forward in the day pretty much at all because I would then overlap, and I can't really move back because I do need sleep. So I can move 1 hour. I can move 1 hour in the direction. So I'm fixing something. I believe that on the calendar it's actually correct the way that it shows me on the calendar currently, if I just check that before we begin the world building. I'm pretty sure it is currently marks me. It has adjusted for it being 10. So if I start at, where am I? Oh, there I am, yeah. So this is correct for a 10 p.m. start my time. I'm planning to shift it so that I start at 11 p.m. my time, but for the same length of time, except for this day. I don't have as much problem overlapping with Greg because Greg and I have distinct audiences, in my opinion. I mean, I think, like, I mean, we all have the same audience, but I feel like the aim of the stream is distinct, so that I'm not going to end up stealing a bunch of Greg's viewers too much, because if they want to sprint, they can go to Greg's stream. That said, I am running sprints on Tuesday, because I need to test them out. But I'm just thinking, like, because there are people on Greg's stream that aren't ASC members at all. So, overlapping Greg, I don't like having to do it, but it's not the worst. It's okay. And it also depends if Greg's actually running streams, because Greg's taking a break for a bit. But I will move back to fill that 2-hour gap. I'll extend this, we'll figure that out. And then when everything else happens in November, I'm not moving. I will not be moving from my spot. That hasn't adjusted for you guys, no. So no one else has adjusted there, but I'll figure something out. Time is time. It's fine. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good way to do it. You put multi-twitch on, and you get the sprints to run while I go around. So it's all good. Oh, did it? Damn, I hadn't heard that. I just heard that he was getting it, and then he was taking a break. Hopefully that all goes well for him, because that is not going to be a pleasant. Hopefully just a couple of weeks for him. Hopefully he'll have the energy to stream at some point, but if he doesn't, you know, fair enough. Priorities is keep yourself safe no matter what, in terms of streaming. Like, if you can't stream for any reason, totally cool, right? Just totally cool. But you're like, I've taken a couple breaks where I'm like, I am just not feeling it, I'm out. I haven't missed many, but I have missed it. Yeah, okay. That must have been in the channel, and I must not have seen it. It is... No, I didn't see it anyway. Discord is being broken. Never mind, I can't see it anyway. Wouldn't be able to see it if I wanted to. But I didn't get a notification, so I must have just missed that. Yeah, I think the auto Discord is broken for me. I'll have to fix that. I have to fix that at some point. Because I was checking it, but then it broke. So I can't actually get it to load. Yeah. I think, like, the most important thing is that he makes sure that he looks after himself. So even if he decides that he's gonna run some morning marches, if on any day he's like, I feel like shit, just cut it, you know? We can always work around it. It's not, you don't have to fill the stream if you don't want to. So, like, you know, if you can't, you can't. It's just how it is. And the thing about the morning marches is that, because of when he streams, his time slot is decently covered. Oh, he changed it. That's why it isn't loading. He added the rules, and I never opted into them because he changed it. God damn it, that explains a lot. Yeah, he overhauled it and I never noticed. Okay, yeah. Okay, I've seen. Okay, I fixed it. I didn't notice that it changed. I thought the server just broke. Because it was retroactive. But there you go. So hopefully that all goes well for him and that he stays healthy and, you know, looks after himself no matter what, because we can cover his time slot most days, unless either of us, like me or Siobhan, just can't stream that day. Fair enough. But we can mostly cover the slot. Oh yeah. We're gonna hijack his slap his slap redeem to wake up to a nap redeem. That's what we'll do. We'll hijack the slap to nap. Yeah. That's the way to do it, right? Like, I natter on, and everyone else does something else if they want to. And if I'm annoying, you just close Twitch. I'm not picky. You do what you need to do. Same instead of jump, go sleep. There you go. See, that works. That works. All the parent friends. It's great. Okay, I'm going to put in the quote box, even though I'm not going to quote it yet, because I didn't figure out Orchena naming. I didn't get around to Orchena naming. Because I did obviously the Dunkria naming scheme, which is all the way down here. It's fairly simple. It's not patronymic because there's no men or women. It's just kind of like genderless, crystal-hearted people. But they have like the O in Irish more than it is like the much in Scottish, because it's just like of. I'm pretty sure that's what the O and like O'Brien is. It's just like of. It's like ach, which I don't think means of, but I'm using it to mean of in this context because shenanigans. Scottish shenanigans. Very mangled Scottish shenanigans. So they have a naming system. I also gave a naming system to the Alanmar. I haven't finished their article yet, and that's unreadable. But they have a naming system for reasons. Because I needed to have a Southerner as the quote, so I gave the Southerners their naming system. But I never got around to the Orchena, and I haven't written anything for them either. Aside from the notes saying, yeah, the Asher, that's not even correct, it's in the northeast. Like, it's his times that, yeah, that's true. That's gonna be a rough time for him. 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. is difficult on most people, even when they aren't sick. Like, I mean, I get up at 1 p.m. If I had to wake up at 5:30, at that point I might as well just stay up overnight and just pull an all-nighter. That's what I would do. Like, aside from the one time when I went to the airport and I actually did get like 2 hours of sleep, I would just stay up. And then just sleep on the plane, you know? But like 5:30 streams, rough. So even if he wanted to, since he wouldn't be necessarily able to go to work, I would go to the point of just like, you could just move your slot if you wanted to, if you still want to stream, or he does his evening. I don't know, we'll figure that out. Yeah, Muk, child of. Technically Muk is specifically son of, but yeah, it is basically just child of, and it's passed patronymically through the male line, which is why it's associated with dudes and why you don't get like McMary or anything. It's always like McMac. Mac? McMac? I have relatives with surnames. And then O is of family. Yeah, so that's close enough. And how long he sleeps in my attempt to catch both seams. Wow. No. That is need more nap. That needs longer sleep and more nap. These are the doctor's orders. Doctor's orders being the ASC orders. Yeah, coughs in my arms. I mean, hey. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. Because there is actually a female variant of Muk. It's Nuch. It's N-I-C. Because it's derived from, like, Nichen, which I believe means woman. Or girl. I cannot remember, but there's, like, a female variant. But it's never used because names are patronymic, so you would never identify yourself as, like, daughter of. Well, I mean, like, kind of. For some reason in Scottish, it's just always, like, you're always, like, the son of, which became child of because genericism. But there is a feminine variant. Because unlike, because I'm assuming the way it works is that there was originally, like, Mucknuck, and it would actually be full variant. But then the Nuch version just sort of faded off, and it became Muck totality, and then it's just, like, everything's a Muck now. And I'm like, okay. Oh, it is? Oh, I didn't actually know you could get, like, because my like, family's name is, like, it's a male name, and I only know, of muck names that have masculine ofs. So like MacDonald, son of Donald. Well, child of Donald. Yeah, daughter, Old Gaelic. I mean, it's also still used in Scottish Gaelic. In like modern Scottish Gaelic, Nichan is still daughter. And then I'm assuming that like, I think it is just Mac, flat, is still son or something. Don't quote me on that. It's Duolingo. Who knows how reliable that is. Yeah. The name is patronymic, but they follow the female line. Really? Does it? In which area? Because I can assure you that the Mac names in my family line came patronymically. We did not pass anything through for female lines. Did not happen there. Just did not. It was all male, baby. Yeah, I'll let you know your location. Just hey, I did my owl thing today. I gave my tribute. I'm doing pets too. Electric Boogaloo, and they're teaching me about like. Oh no, they're teaching me. They're teaching me something. Told me the plural for horse, and I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna need the plural for horse. I'm never gonna need to say horses. There are very few contexts. Same when they like teach me like skadan, and I'm like, I'm never gonna need to talk about herring though. Like I don't eat fish. The female line once married into the clan for descendants. Ah, okay. Okay. Sure. That makes enough sense to me. I think. Don't quote me on that. I didn't finish recently, it's so easy for me. I'm just doing the test that allow me to skip ahead. Hell yeah. Because you're not getting any of it wrong. She's like, I already know this. Nah. It's so close. It's so similar. Which I don't have that luck with Scottish, unfortunately, because the only thing that was super easy for learning Scottish was the fact that I already know French. And that's only useful because the, like, numbers in Scottish Gaelic are really similar to French. Like, it's obvious they have a common ancestor. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is like 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess it's more Germanic. You know, it's got the common ancestor in this, and I'm like, I love it. That's the only thing that's helped me. It's just I know numbers. That's it. And only sort of. Only sort of. Like ocht. And I'm like, yes. I'm closer to German than French, but I know French. Or I knew French, so I'm like, yes. You were trapped for the owl. Your language shall kill no more. Now you just need to lure the owl in. Okay, so this is the Church of the Blessed Heart. Is a... It's not a specific church building, like temple. It is a religious group. The church. It's the church. It's a religious, not a religious, a religious order in. Is it religious order? They're not exclusive to Central either. They are just headquartered in Central, and I don't have any city names, so I can't put them in a specific city yet. Because I have the Glautora Valley, but that's only, like, the majority of the area. I'm in the back cover center this time. Oh no. Oh no. Poor distractions. Too many of them. Religious order. Making me want to go through all of my old or Willy comics. Oh boy, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's great. I wanted to check, was this... oh, that was this one. Organized religion. This is an organized religion, baby. That Christianity. But with a singular... Well, I guess it is. Monotheism. It's great. We love it. We love monotheism. Why are all my things monotheistic? Stop it. I say that there are at least 3 other gods, but only one of them matters. Wait, there's Body, you said. Lethos. Nice, might be it. Remember, just 3. It's fine. Okay, so it's religious order. Oh, did you? Or maybe I didn't read it. Odds are high I didn't read it. Shit. All the way down there. I didn't get to that. Beans. Coming from Glasgow, written phonetically. Oh, so it's Scots. It's good old Scots. But written, oh boy. That's gonna be something. That's gonna be something. I didn't notice the bonus. I didn't scroll down that far, because I stopped here. Beans. I always had the momentum crash. Momentum is destroyed. Ugh, damn it. I didn't get to that. Well, I haven't named any specific places. So I feel like the name of the capital will be important, so I want to name that specifically. But it's not, I don't need it right now. The capital is important, but not immediately important. Not so much that I'm going to now go and name it. Well, no. None of those work, unfortunately. I could name it very, very simply and just have it be very literal. At which point it's just Crystal Lake, and I'm like, yes. But also, no. From Grey Cliff, Greenwood, and Green Bay. Green. Hey, if it works, it works. If it works, it works. Geez, so it's a religious order. I want to talk about where it's founded. Don't have a name for that. I mean, this is just Cloudporter Valley, which I do have named. I have named the valley, which is not technically a valley, but I've decided to call it a valley because otherwise it's just a bowl. The religious order that is most commonly found in Central Utrecht. Cities are color plus location, towns are location based, some other stuff, and villages are probably similar. We have 9 cities, which one abandoned. Yeah. Would any of the cities have the town system though? Because they all start as towns, most of them. And then they get bigger. Do they keep their names? That's what we get. We get the variety. That's how you get like cities that are called like Greentown. Even though they're not towns. They are cities. But they're called Greentown because they were called Greentown earlier, so here we are. Anybody pollution based. Turned to algae. Okay. And then White Cliff became Grey Cliff. That's clever. As the White Cliffs become stained with just smog, everyone's like, well, the White Cliffs have gone grey, and just becomes Grey Cliff. On the island we have lakes that are called Gulf. Yes. Complete sense. Definitely follow. Definitely a Gulf. Yes. Coffee. They are considered. They consider themselves. They used to be gulls, but the land rose up a bit more. Or they just sunk. That makes sense. Because things change, yeah. So you get that whole passage of time with the naming thing, where it's like the historical interpretation of a place is like fossilized in its name going forward, unless you just change it, which happens all the time. Just change names. It's great. I love that stuff. Just like, yes. Consider themselves to be the keepers of Beatty's heart. New line. Yeah, alright, that makes sense. Just new lines just appear occasionally. Just little rocks out in the ocean. You're like, another one popped up today. You're out of coffee, and that's why your daily word count is down. How dare you? More coffee. No, oh, no more coffee. No. It's nearly bedtime for you. No more coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I don't have this problem. Any of my failings are my own failings. I'm just not productive. And with Keepers of Baddie's Heart. Massive influence on the politics of Central State. I'll fill that in later. Oh god, the war barge is prepared. Oh jeez, that's gonna be... Oh boy. Oh boy, I cannot wait. But also I would wish it didn't happen. Somehow the Latvians don't have a single island, meanwhile we have thousands. Somehow! I wonder why. Politics. Still politics. Alright, politics of Central State. Woo! I'll name that country later. That's gonna be like the first country. And I have to sign its borders too, because borders. I need to actually get the map. Copy. I haven't done that yet. I have not grabbed the map. Oh god. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, Dag. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that. Luckily, it's gonna take you more than 3 hours to reach my place, and I'm not streaming for more than 3 hours for the Minecraft bit because I want to go to bed. So, I have time. Is the important part, is that I have time. I think. I believe humbly. I humbly believe. No, I will not. I won't even offer parley. Won't do it. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh yes, I'm gonna add this one in though. Oop, I can't spell that one. Oh god, please don't start traveling now. Oh Jesus, I don't wanna have to fight tonight. I'm too lazy. And tell me all there's no more squirrel! Squirrel! Whoop. Ooh. Well, that's for geopolitical. I can't actually answer any of those questions. Religious. Deities. That one. I mean, most of them have that one, but that one specifically. There may be variants. Because I didn't know that there are probably variants. Rival churches. There might be like rival sects of this church. This has probably been around for a shit ton of time. Which is now an issue because I haven't figured out the calendar or what year it is. Which is not helpful. What year is it? I don't know what to do. Well, how much dice do I have? I have a d20. I need my d10s. So I figure what you do is basically... Oh, Jesus. I don't have any coins. I don't have any D2s. This is my problem. I have no D2s either. Can I figure out which side that's it? Oh, function is a D2, I guess. Which of these do I need? I basically need... I probably don't need a D2, actually. Basically, you need a... I'm trying to figure out how to... We probably do need a time prompt. I'm literally just gonna roll to figure out what year it is. Which I think maybe that's best with 10. So let's go. So that is... Okay, hold on. So 3,000. You're gonna get the... And again. Please don't roll another 3, that's nonsense. 200. D10. Shit. I dropped it. I can tell to roll D2, but I figured I didn't need it. I didn't need one. Yeah, percentile dice. D100s. Close enough. 60. 6. So apparently it is year 3266. I don't know how much sense that makes. Which is the issue of rolling dice. I don't know how much sense that makes. Because with a lunar calendar, you assume, well, with any calendar really, you assume that there's like something that starts it that has relevance. And I don't know what that would have been. Because presumably it's not the formation of the goddamn island. That's nonsense. It's been around for ages. So I'm just like, presumably it's older than that. So it has to be something else that they are the start of, I think. We're unsafe in the hostile also flying, at least when the ship isn't moving. Oh god, so when the ship's moving, they like jolt back and like hit you briefly and then jolt forward. Lag. And I forgot to update my NVIDIA drivers. Ugh. Drivers. Gross. Do you start from start of history, significant religious event, or years since ruler crowned? That is the question. I think I wasn't going to do era-based. I don't think. I wasn't going to do era-based because I imagined that era-based calendar would get very, very weird given the fact that they are currently monarchies. Currently democracies, republics. Or I think the majority of them are republics. So you don't really have the era system anymore. So I guess there is like an end point where maybe they just make an entire like democratic era, and that's the current era, like from the time when they overthrew the last king to now. Maybe that's 3,000 years. That seems a bit long. Like a little bit long. Religious event. I haven't built that much yet. Because the big one is when Bayari dies, but that is basically like the formation of the world. That's a bit old. You have a very, very long... I mean, you can have calendars that have like 20,000 years of numbers, but I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to have to do that. Oh no. And then country formed, I haven't figured that out yet. Shit. That's the issue. Alright, see you, bum. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It can just be old. Well, country, yeah. So, like, the land and the country are distinct things. I don't know when the country doobie. I don't know when that happened, because I don't even have a name for it, as you can tell by... Well, the land is distinct, because the physical land on which they are established is the body of a god. And that would be the significant religious event, would be when the god dies, but that is ancient shit. So that would be the old stuff. Country form would be far newer. It'd probably be closer to the thousands, maybe hundreds, depending. But then there would also be very regional, because not all areas of Utrecht would give a shit. Really. Like, especially for, like, the Orchena in the northeast, if they were told, hey, use this calendar, which year 1 of is the first year that this republic in the center of the island existed, they'd be like, no. You're assholes. Why would we use a calendar based around you? You egotists? They just mess up. So, unless I want to have to do 7 calendars, and I really don't, so... I don't know, maybe I'll leave calendars for later. A planetary conjunction. Like an eclipse? Like one of the eclipses? Because that would work if I knew when the eclipses were. I know we have it listed. Sort of. But I would need to know. I would need to know for definite when that happened. So I could just pick an eclipse and go, here you go. Here you go, bud. No, that's totally fair. Because I can always wait. Oh, this is the wrong one. I need the calendar one. I need the calendar one. I need to sleep more. Sleep more, game less. Sleep more, game less. No, wrong. Game more, sleep less. That's what I've been doing, and I really shouldn't have. I've played too many video games. I stayed up until 5 AM like 2 days in a row, and I was like, that was a mistake. And by like 5 AM, I mean like 6 AM. I saw the sun rise, and I was like, what am I doing? Why is the sun rising outside of my window? This is bad. I'm going to sleep. It's just not good. Okay, I didn't see the sun rise. I saw the sky go light, and I went, that's not supposed to happen. And it was 5:30 in the morning. I was like, this is a mistake. I should not be awake. And so I went to bed. Been awake since midday yesterday. Oof. Oof. That's rough. That is way too long. That is way too long to be awake. But I mean, like, as long as you eventually get to sleep, fuck it. Like I say, oh, it's 6 a.m. It's too early. I wake up at 1 p.m. So I still technically got like 7 hours. So I'm like, whatever, right? It's fine. Your stream at 2:22. Oh god. And then from 6 to 4. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I haven't done that much, but yeah. Fair. Sleep good. Sleep good. There was a thing about eclipses in here. Ah, yes. Every 21 years. A double solar. And that would be significant. That would be a very significant one. So every 21 years, the double solar would be very important, mythologically speaking, for reasons relating to the fact that the people of Uthermork think that the sun god is a dick. So they'd be very into that. 20 is so bad, but I feel like just staying awake. I mean, yeah, I understand that. And it's like, I should sleep, because then I can do stuff tomorrow. And it's like, but I could just keep, like, just kind of existing now. It's like, yeah, fair. It happens. Until eventually I just crash. Every 100 years, 6 planets line up. Oh, right. Right, planetary conjunctions. I wouldn't want to... I think the issue is that we haven't set anything up like that. Like, we haven't set up any planets in the solar system. Outside of the moons, which are not planets. They're lunar bodies, or orbital bodies specifically. So, we only have the moons to work with. So, like, double solar eclipse would be the perfect basis for a begin. They could even have eras based on the solar eclipses in the Uthermork calendar, and that actually might make a lot of sense. That said, I'm pretty sure that doesn't actually line up cleanly with a year, which is annoying. Unless I guess eclipses are, I guess for like a double solar, they're presumably both full, right? I assume they're both full? Yeah. I assume they're full? How do I know? Like, I assumed they were full. It also doesn't help that I cannot see that yellow against that. And I mean, this is obviously only one of the years, I think. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're true. It does not matter. I can put this away for later. I can put this away. I just got distracted. Just squirrel. Pulled calendars. Because I like dates. I like giving things dates. Dates are cool, but also ew. I'm just gonna... Where would I put that note? Where would I put that note? Put it in my notebook. Just put it in my notebook. Just put it in my notebook. Let me just... Calendar. Hello. Eras based on double solar eclipse. Calendar starts with one. Investigate. And we leave it at that. Boom. We've done it. We figured it out. That's the note. Oh god. Yeah. I was in the new phase. Oh, of course they ain't been the new phase. God, listen, we don't get a lot of solar eclipses here because we can't see them down here. I forget them. I'll be honest. I forget they're there because we don't get to see them. They're always in the northern hemisphere. They're always in America, and I'm like, I want to see a solar eclipse too. I want the excuse to stare at the sun and get blinded. Ew. But I just never get to see it. But that actually works really well, because if they're both new, then that means it lines up perfectly with the beginning of a thing. So that'll be useful. That'll be helpful. Had to carry half a tree across the road to a fireplace. God damn. That is effort. That is work. Ow. I do not envy you that task. There. Hey. The one solar eclipse. First one in, I think it was 160. God damn it. God damn. I don't think I've ever seen a solar eclipse. I've seen a couple of lunars. They're usually not great because, again, Southern Hemisphere, we suffer immensely for the crime of being criminals and sent to live on somebody else's land. Fun. So we didn't get to see nothing. Yeah, just because of my home. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen a total eclipse. I've probably seen partial eclipses, and I've been like, oh, neat. Cool. I'd like to see more. And say I love the tree. So it could have been a very tiny tree, but I'm choosing to believe it was big tree. I'm choosing to believe big, strong, big tree. God, you saw a circle you were 10. Nice. I don't even know when the last one. I mean, the last one was in North America. I didn't see it. I remember that one. That was like 3 years ago, and I didn't get to see it. And I was like, neat. I love it. I love when all the cool things happen over there somewhere. It's great. Big fan. Big fan. A giant crystal at the center. All the aurora polarises. Ah, yeah. God, I want to see like all those fancy, cool like auroras at some point. But that requires me to go to the northern hemisphere and like freeze to death. But also, yeah, I would like to see them. The one a year ago, it didn't count. The one from like 2018 or whatever doesn't count. What's time? When did it happen? It probably happened in like 2017. We were just like, time? Time is fake. It was all cloudy, couldn't see nothing. Due for another one on April 8th, 2024. Nice. Hopefully it's visible here. That would be nice. I'd appreciate being able to see it. Winter of Outremer has always had a special. First total one in 819 years. Woo! A total of the heart. Oh, Jesus. It had a special place in culture. Damn it. Ah, fucking hell, Indiana. Rude. Rude. I want to see. I want to see. That requires. I'm not going to Indiana, though. I'm not going to go to Indiana for the total eclipse. I'm not that desperate. But also, God, a little bit. A little bit desperate. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit desperate. Okay, special place in culture. And it is believed to be the heart. Make your mac and cheese. Okay, so I come to Indiana, I get a mac and cheese, and I get to watch solar eclipse. What more could you ask for? Really? So, yeah, there you go. That's all it needs, just the mac and cheese. I'm there most for the mac and cheese. Hell yeah. Be the heart of the great earth deity. I always can't read the word deity correctly. It just looks weird. Bayari. That's why it's called Bayari's heart. Who could have guessed? Ooh. Wow. Linguistic leaps today. The Church of the Blessed Heart formed many years ago. None of this sounds good. This all sounds dumb. Indiana's cheap. That's fair. That's fair. That is helpful. But also I have to get there. It's not cheap getting there. It's cheap once I'm there. What's the offset? Ugh. That is not the best way to describe this. Nope. That's not gonna work. This is why I don't do sprints, because I can't write for nothing. They're all gonna start with the. They always start with the. Well, there are many different forms of religious worship towards Ari. That's not the right Ari. Damn it. There you go. Towards Bayar. Not based around. You have Indianapolis International Airport, and surprisingly cheaper to fly to than Chicago. Not to mention more comfortable. I still have to go via somewhere. You can't get a direct flight from like Melbourne to Indianapolis. But you can probably get a direct from like either like Kyoto or like Kuala Lumpur maybe. You might still have to go via. Planes are dumb. Planes are silly. Planes are silly and they don't like to work properly. And they keep me from going places. That's why I've only ever been to like states in Australia and New Zealand. It's one plane. You get there. It's like, yes. Hotel for an entire month left in 3,000. Wow. That is quite cheap, actually. Wow. Damn. Oh, based. Yeah, you looked this up. Yeah, I looked up how much hotels cost in my place. I live here. Bench of the Blessed Heart has had the most consistent worship of many of them. Oh yeah, I did see that, Makaro, and I was like, really? Wow. If I was that reporter, I probably would have accidentally gotten fired for bitch slapping a member of the public. We're just going, whoop. Just whacked him. Absolutely gone on him. I would have gotten fired if I was that reporter. He's like, no, don't touch me. No, don't touch, no. We're gonna fight. Oh yeah, better hotels. Slightly more expensive, the better hotels. Go via Honolulu. Oh yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. I never remember which place the planes go from, because the last time I had to check the flights was, I'm still waiting for a package that went via Chicago. Like, it started in, like, I think Kansas, and it went to O'Hare, and then it hasn't left O'Hare, as far as I know. And so I was looking at it going, so what's the flight situation from O'Hare to Melbourne? And they're like, I don't know, go via Japan or go via Kuala Lumpur. And I'm like, that's great, that doesn't help me, per se. Where is it now? Don't know. Package disappeared into the mist. USPS sent at a bad time. I was like, shit, I want it. I want my dice. I want my dice. I want my dice before Christmas. That would be nice. I still only have one dice set because I'm waiting for the click packs. Yeah, I'm on a rose and pepper spray. Oh god. Use it. Ow. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, it's very impressive. That is quite cheap for a hotel. Not that I've had to stay in many hotels, but that feels very cheap. Because that's less than 100 a night. And I feel like that's pretty cheap for a hotel. So that's helpful. That's helpful. God. The issue of deciding to do this tonight is that I hadn't thought about it basically at all in the week leading up to doing this. I'm like, I didn't think of it. It's better cheaper. No. Like, oh god, 40 a night? Oh, I do want to go to Korea too. Has been a singular religious entity for longer than most. Born before many modern countries even had names. The Blessed Heart. God, I do want to go to Korea too. My sister's teaching in Korea, and she's like, you know, at some point, like obviously before everything happened, she was like, you should come over for like holidays. And I'm like, but I have uni though. And also, no. I'm too anxious to travel. But also, God, I would like to go to Korea. Korea looks cool. Oh my god, worth more than $1 million if it wasn't Indiana. Oh my god. God damn. That is cheap. I mean, yeah, I guess it's Indiana, unfortunately. It do be like that sometimes. When the family's really not that crazy. You can go to it for less than half that. Damn. Your week-long trip to Copenhagen costs 700 euros in hotel stuff. Damn. Well, I guess that's like, you know, 100 a night. I don't know the conversion rate between euros and doodad. Japan is also nice. I would also like to go to Japan. I would like to go to Korea and Japan. I'd probably stop there. Simply because I don't know enough about any of the other Asian countries in the area that I'd be like, yes, I'm comfortable going to those places. But like, Korea, my sister is currently living there. Japan's very nice. Both good. Both good. Both nice. Would like to go. Eventually. If I'd stuck with Japanese in high school, they had the Japanese trip, but they taught me very poorly in high school, so I didn't stick with the program and I didn't go. And I regret it, because I would have I don't know if I would have enjoyed it just because I'm an anxious wreck, but also it would have been nice. Also, I don't eat fish. That does not help. The lack of fish eating is not helpful when going to places that eat a lot of fish. It's like, shit. It's gonna just come back and all I've eaten is rice. Basically go like low-key vegan for a month. Visit California worth 50. Oh my god. Damn. Value. Pretty mad place. Now to get a fancy room just for a fridge with my medicine, but the location is close to my friends. Ah, yeah. Yeah, you gotta like make the compromise, the compromise, because you need the things, and they're like, no, we don't have them. It's like, well, shit. Boo. 1,500 euros for 7 days in Indiana. God damn it. Oh, God, don't send me fish. I don't eat fish. I don't eat fish. I've eaten crab. I don't eat fish. Fish is disgusting. I hate fish. I don't like. Oh, maybe I don't hate fish. I need to eat food. If I ate food, maybe I would like food. We need to do fish and chips again. I miss fish and chips. I desire fish and chips from my local chip shop. We haven't had them in like 6 months, and I'm like, I just want potato cake. Just so bad. And also, I will eat the fish. And my mom's like, hey, would you like a piece of the grilled flake? And I'm like, yes, please. I'll eat it. I'm desperate for some chicken salt. And we have chicken salt, but like, I want it. I want it so bad. Tuna steak. That doesn't sound appealing, but I'm sure it's fine. Because the issue is that if tuna is fish, not the biggest fan of fish, so not helpful. And I also don't love steak. I'm more of a white meat person. I like chicken, I like turkey, I like ham. Do not like steak. I hate like beef. I don't love beef. I hate lamb. Hate lamb. Lamb gave me food poisoning. I don't go in there. I'm sure tuna's yummy though. I just want to eat food. Yeah, but, okay, if it tastes like chicken, it tastes like chicken. So hell yeah. If tuna steak tastes like chicken, I'll eat it. And paper chase, oh yeah, paper chase's great. I have not been to Hunky Dory, no. When would I have ever been to Hunky Dory? I don't even know what that is. Tuna is fishy, but meatier fish. Oh my god. These are all words. These are all words. Very different thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Like salmon. I think we mostly get salmon. In terms of the fish that are available in my area, it's mostly salmon. And by my area, I mean sold here. We don't live near the ocean. It's like an hour away. It's like, ugh, gross. Mostly salmon, I think. Tuna and cheese in a roll used to be stable line. Fair enough. Totally fair. You know, I just need to eat food. This is the thing, I need to try foods. But we haven't been trying a lot of food recently because we don't go out, so I don't get to try anything. And when I go out and eat, I eat safe. I eat safe. I stick to what I know when I go to restaurants. But I would like to try food. Once we start buying food more, or would like food. Nice. Have the window open. It's hot. I need cold. Ooh, tiny fish and chip shop. Ooh, nice. No, I buy fish and chips at my local milk bar. And I like my locals a lot. There's also the one, I guess not far. It's like 15 minutes up. That one's not bad either, but I've only really had their chips because I had it after school with my mates. Those are mostly it. My sister worked at a fish and chip shop at one point. That didn't go great. Very close, yeah. That would make sense. The local is quite cheap, so we wouldn't have a need to go any further. It's literally just down the road. So it was like, yes, cheap. Like crawfish and shrimp and crab. Hate lobster. Ugh. Yeah. It's a milk, like a convenience store, right? Another phrase? It's literally, the milk bar that I live near is literally just like, it sells the paper, it sells milk, it also does fish and chips, it sells like rent DVDs, it has like groceries. I think it's a convenience store basically. It's like a corner store that just sells a bunch of shit. They also sometimes sell porn. And I know that for a fact. But like they just sell a bunch of like random shit. And then the milk bar also does fish and chips, because of course they do. Or mine does. Not all of them do. Like I remember the one up the road is separate from the milk bar, which is next door. But they're like, you know, milk bar. I think it is literally called a convenience store though. Like we call it a milk bar because it has milk bar on the name, but I think it also has convenience store on the thing. Like on its really faded sign, it's just a convenience store, and I'm like, we don't use those phrasings here. We don't use that term. Well, I mean, yeah, they usually do, but the one that was near my school did not. It didn't sell any hot food. It was the shop next door that sold hot food. People saying, but I mean, yeah, it's like in Cats, you know? It's like the milk bar in Cats. Oh god, Puss in Boots cartoon. I didn't watch any Puss in Boots stuff. Oh my god. God damn. What a life. Puss at Heart. Writing about a church without having written about the countries is probably not the smartest thing I've ever done. Yeah, okay. Yes, the convenience store in the UK is a corner store. Which aren't even a corner. Yeah, I mean, mine isn't on a corner either. Well, I guess technically it is, but also it's not. It's on a corner block, but the shop itself is on the front. Like, it's just a regular store. It has nothing next to it. It's just a standalone building. Well, it actually has something next to it on the corner. So it's not a corner store, it is purely convenience. I mean, I guess if you get the enchantments in vanilla, you can. Like, just like survival vanilla, go for it. Milk bar is totally a bar with an intensely gruff man behind the counter who will sell you milk in a dirty glass. The gruff man at mine doesn't sell anything. He's the one who cooks the fish. His wife is the one who actually serves people, but we don't get milk in a glass. You grab it out of the fridge. It's great. Ye old general shop. Yeah, general store. General store. Oh yeah, of course they would be. They'd be on the corner of the road because it's the best place for business if you just want to sell random little bits and bobs. Makes complete sense. And again, mine is technically on the corner. Technically. Corner block. The Blessed Heart. Oh god, this is not a good idea. This was not the best article I could have worked on today. I was like, yeah, it is pronounced D because, Thorn, baby. We love Thorn. In this house, we respect the letter Thorn. We also respect the letter Yoch. We miss it dearly. That's why it's pronounced Mingers and not Menzies. It's Mish. Linguistics. It's great. The alphabet. Very fun. God, this was a bad decision, actually. Because I can't really write about its history if I don't know anything that happened. And that's a lot more general than this article should be about. And I also really like having dates. Really like having dates. Maybe we'll skip history. We'll leave this for, later. Later. Some other time. We'll skip, Jesus. Down to, what other things I had? There's mythology. That's kind of covered, but yeah. Origins. Yep. Cosmology. Yeah, that's kind of covered in the mythology, really. It's fairly simple. Tenets of faith. Yeah. Priesthood. Ethics. Yeah. Lots of influence. Worship. Vaguely already talked about in the Zungria article. Sects. Can't really remember about sects. I don't have a core to have sect from. Sect. Let's go with worship. We'll just cut to the bit that I can actually write about and, like, explain. Things that I already know, really. The things that I already know about. We'll write about those. So, because it's basically written about in here. Oh my god. God. Oh no. Oh no. Horrible. Awful. It's the heart. Yep, no, yep, yeah, it was very easy. It was very, very easy. I'm just rubbing my hands together. Ugh. Sweaty. It's the low-hanging fruit, but we take it. We take what we can get. Like, I'm not funny, I'll hit the low-hanging. It makes complete sense to me. You can still hit the low-hanging fruit if you're funny, but, like, it helps. It's a crutch for me. Unfunny. Gotta get the easy stuff first. And then run out of ideas and be like, ah, shit. So... Blessed Heart Worship is really straightforward. It is straightforward. Each day, an adherent is expected to pray in the direction of Beati's heart, asking the great God for their blessing for a good day. And thanking them for the blessing of the day before. They may also pray multiple times in a day if things are stressful or amazing things happen which they want to attribute to divine intervention. Good luck. You pray for good luck. You pray in thanks for the good luck, and you pray away the bad luck. It's great. Everything is God's will or something. Who knows? Like, why am I writing about religion? I don't get it. Woof. Once per month, worshippers are expected to make an adherent, I'd say praise. Praise. Members are expected to make a trip to the heart itself and will ride. It will For obeisances? Obeisances? A word that exists. Since Pathfinder. Is it like the oath stuff? Oh, that's really helpful. You're really helpful. You. Incredible. Just give me a bloody, like, just a glossary. No. A bit. Ah, okay. Oh, I've just got a singular one. That's really helpful. Okay. So they're basically like things you recite while doing a thing, and it gives you the thing. Okay. This is not the best place I could have looked for it, is it? It doesn't help that I don't know what I'm doing. Then you guess you go like to this one and have a different obeys. A lot is happening. I don't get the idea though. You gotta do a thing, and it does the stuff. So that's the whole point in like, no, I probably should stop running my hands over that. You just do the stuff, and then God favors you in some way, even though the God is super not doing anything right now, but like it's an emotional thing. So mostly just like prayer, and I guess sail on the lake below it to communicate more closely and intimately with Bayati. I did mention other things, didn't I? Because I also mentioned visiting, daily prayer, offering treasures. That's just kind of... There's a lot of water shit going on. Because there's a lake, so of course, the water. Why wouldn't we include the water? There's probably more to it than that. There's probably more to it than that. Yeah, everyday regular patches of traditions and friends. A common practice, though it varies by mountain. A common practice is to bury things into the earth around your home that relate to what you want Bayari to do for you in the coming days or weeks. For example, you might bury a plate if you want Bayari to ensure your cooking is delicious for an upcoming family gathering. Or bury a coin if you want greater wealth. More conservative sects forbid digging up these tokens, but in modern times, most people will retrieve their items once the event or boon has completed. So once you get your wealth, you dig up the coin. Alternatively, these tokens can be thrown into the lake below the heart, preventing their retrieval, but having the same effect. It's not even mentioning the water, but I guess the water is kind of alluded to. We can move the water. It's water. Central State. Later! And the only segment is actually written. I still need to get the CSS done too. I need to actually fix that. To actually get it uploaded into the world so that I can just have it be done way, way easier than copying it separately every single time. It's way too big for that. And how many lines is it? 600. Some of those are comments. A fair few of those are comments, and also there's like 3 at the top. I don't know, like 550. It's a fair amount of lines of CSS. I know there's like CSS themes on World Anvil with way more lines, but 500 is still pretty lengthy. And that doesn't even cover everything, even. I haven't covered everything. I'm pretty sure somebody's busted their CSS, because they should not look like that. But I don't know who. I don't know who did it. Somebody did it. Somebody broke it, and it wasn't me. I promise. There is no CSS on this article. Like, none. Yeah, I didn't even put the important class in there. I'll do that later. Actually, no, I'll do that right now while I'm here. Go. You pop that in there. Okay. So that's like the worship. Then the next thing that I can write about with confidence, as opposed to the history, which I can't write about in confidence, is origins. Nope, can't write about that. Cosmology. That's mostly a sidebar thing, where I talk about what that means. Tenets of faith. Possibly? Could possibly write about the tenants. Not that I have... Oh, tenants. Sorry, not tenants. We're not occupying. We're not, like, paying room and board. I guess, technically. 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 But... I can vaguely imagine what a couple of them are. What a few of them might be. In priesthood, that will come up. I guess what questions are I supposed to answer for prompt 5? And it's like, occult is an inanimate concept. Is it currently acting against your point of view? Or is it lurking in the shadows? How is the presence affected something? Okay. It is literally just who or what is it? And these are all just examples of things that you would discuss. But I figured out that. It's not that question, that doesn't help. Not really. I mean, you could make the case that the BBEG is the crystal itself, but I probably wouldn't go that far. I probably wouldn't go that far. And then it's currently acting against, well, I guess it depends on who you're asking. But yes, and then a lot. So, cool. And then there's nothing really specific going on there, it's just, it do be how it do be. I do the worship, and I can't write about sex until I have sects. Ugh. Sectarian. I guess I could do like tenets. You can always come back and fix them later. There was like, they don't defile the heart. Obviously it's blessed, you don't touch it. Don't defile the heart. Don't misuse magic. What does that mean? Great question. They don't know. They don't know what it means. The people, they don't know. They make their own opinions on what misuse is misuse, because of course they do. They are the keepers of the good and bad, which is possibly why they don't like the Ochena. They probably do stuff differently over there anyway. Just in general. The religion here is sectarian. Oh, perhaps. No chipping is allowed, but you can use what falls away. Don't use magic. Don't. I don't even have a specific song in my head, but I probably should. Brain noise intensify. Oh my god. So much is happening over there, and I'm scared because I don't have any of the resources that you have. I am going to have to do something fucky when it comes to defending myself from your evil. Good. Don't brew strength. Don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. I don't want that in my house. We do magic. Honor body above all stuff. This is annoying because again, I don't know why I keep deciding, yes, it's right about religion. It's like, what am I going to know? What am I going to know, huh? Like, I have a Bible for some reason. I don't know what the hell's in there. I don't know shit. Religion's hard. I'm looking for a specific article that I've written before. I want this one. I still haven't finished the article about Abraos either. Oh my god, I should probably actually do that at some point. Maybe that'll be a World Ember thing, as I'll finally write about Ibraos, whose name I've pronounced at least 2 different ways already. I need to fix that too. Wait, where's the... You have the tenant! The fuck? Where'd the tenants go? Oh, is that in Tomanarvis? Oh, Jesus, I had a panic. Ugh. Oh shit, I didn't realize it looked like that. Ugh, disgusting. Ugh. Hold on. Make it a note. Fix. Tomanarvis article. Tenants. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I didn't realize I actually used allows. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, don't look at it. When I say that, I have to look at it. So don't seek out, don't claim a life, that's not complicated. Don't take what is not given, give to others what is given to you. Honor those who came before you, dedicate yourself to the proliferation of magic, and you'll make offerings. These are fairly simple. Well, I mean, I'm not just going to cheat in potions. That wouldn't be fair. This is something that we can discuss. We can discuss this, but I don't intend to cheat massively. I intend to be fairly... It is a pretty green. I like the color of green that I picked. It just should not look like that. Because the issue is that I wrote this article before I redid my theme. Because this is from Summer Camp 2019. And I haven't looked at it in over a year. Yay! And that's because as soon as I wrote this, like as soon as Summer Camp 2019 finished, I moved to a different part of the world entirely. I'm just like, oh shit. Okay, so I'm allowed to Okay, so I'm allowed to Google. I can work with that. I can work within that. But again, this can be discussed. I will work within limitations that I'm able. Because it's in the declaration. It's fine. I will be delivered the declaration of war momentarily. As soon as Minecraft opens, it'll happen. Yeah, it's not. Don't defile the heart. Don't misuse magic, or I guess slash Beati's offerings. Honor Beati above all. Yeah, but you can't. Okay. Okay. Yay! How well, Siobhan? You finally got the NVIDIA drivers to work. Yay! Hooray for drivers. I hate them. I had a thing where, like a month ago, my computer would blue screen like every other day. It turns out that the drivers that came with the computer were not like properly installed, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But it hasn't. Having said, maybe I should just stop. Maybe I won't rig the devil. I won't ring his doorbell. It would just keep crashing, and I was like, "Oh shit." Ah, yes, D3. I don't actually know what D3 means. What does that mean? What game is this? I don't know what D3 is. I am plebeian. I play games from like 6 years ago. I play old game. I play Minecraft in New Vegas. It's all old. Game's old. This is the decision that this is the only thing that I know. My games are not old. No, my games are not new, rather. Which is unfortunate. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Honor Beati above all. Master of Magic. Is that gonna make me guess how old that is? Because I want to say almost 15, but I also don't know what Master of Magic is. I think I'm thinking of Mind and Magic, sorry, that's quite old. Mind and Magic is very old. Master's probably not as old, but I wouldn't know, would I? I would not know how old that is. Because I've not heard of it before. For I do not know the games. I am uninformed gamer. Beati. Like, don't defile, don't misuse, whatever that means. They're a pain in the butt. Beati above all. Master of Magic was when I was 12. Oh, wow. Oh, that's quite old. Damn. That's impressive. Sometimes the old games are just the good stuff. Like, I still have games from when I was a little kid. And by little kid, I mean like 10 years ago. And some of them, still pretty good. A lot of them are not. But some of them are alright. Or I have fondness for them at the very least. Games are allowed to be old and good. Sometimes they are better than the new stuff. And also cheaper. Thank God. Like, shit, I'll play Doom. I still want to get all my old games, like, actually running on stuff. But they don't. Because they're all, like, for Windows XP. And Windows 10 is like, no, I refuse. And I'm like, that my, like, one of the discs might be broken. I'm like, shit. Ooh, fancy version of Civ 1. Ooh, that's interesting. That sounds pretty cool. They possibly have, like, a don't defile Beari, aka literally anything. It's all Beari. Don't mine. Don't touch. No touchy. These are bad notes. But like, don't defile Beati. That means you just don't touch things. Oh god. Oh, that'd be the worst. It's like, hey, community, we have a planning proposal for a new development. What do you think? And then everyone in this church goes, but if you build that, you'll have to put foundations into the earth, and that means you're defiling the Lord. And I'm like, what the what? Hold on. But of course, it's always case by case, isn't it? Because it's like, oh, you know, is building a high-rise defilement? Is building a church defilement? Well, of course, building a church is a defilement. Etc., etc. So you can't touch it. No touchy. But only if they say you can't touch it. Sometimes they just let you touch it. Sometimes you're allowed to touch it. And surely you have humans. Nope, that's totally fair. Would that be an ethnicity article? No. No. Because, like, because even though you only have humans, you would still have different groups of humans. You have different cultural beliefs. And that's where the ethnicity articles are for. The ethnicity articles are for how two people of the same species will differ from each other. Whereas species article is for like humans versus elves, or humans versus orcs, or whatever. Merfolk, centaurs. So I feel like humans would still be a species article. That said, I can understand why that would be annoying to have to deal with, because I think there's already like 3 different human species articles in Synergasia. It's very frustrating. No touch candle. No touch candle! I have a candle. I have many candles. Oh god, I want to light my coffee candle. I should actually light my coffee candle at some point, but tomorrow is not the day I should do this. So I was coming here because I want to... How many articles do we have that have the word human in the title? 1, 2. We have 2 of them, and it's a pain. It's great. I love it. I love having to deal with that part of just having like you'll have to put in something in it to differentiate them. That's why I name my shit in fantasy, well, in garbled Gaelic, because then it doesn't matter. I'm not going to overlap with anybody on that front. Not yet, anyway. No one overlap with me, please. Don't name things that I've already named. No. Don't defile the heart, don't misuse magic, honor Bayari, don't defile Bayari. That's kind of included in the first one, in the first and the third, but it's fine. It's all about Bayari at the end of the day. Probably something in here about Ysir, who is the sun god who they don't like, which is part of the reason they don't like the Orchena, because the Orchena actually do like Ysir. They are pretty unique in that respect. Like, there are some like individuals who be like, you know, Ysir had some good points. But by and large, the most of people in Utremoch do not. But the Orchena just kind of do. They're big fans of Ysir, just because Ysir isn't the one who fucked them over. Probably. Depends on who you ask. She's really focused on biology. Yeah, that is fair. That is something about it. Because in my other world, I've basically only used the species articles for, like, animals, not really, like, sapient or sentient species, like humans or elves. I do have a human article, an elf article, and, like, a merfolk article that hasn't been written yet. But I've only written the elf article, and it's actually quite bad. So I can understand why it would be kind of awkward, but I think the general intention is that you don't really write about the culture in the species article as much. You write about the cultures in the ethnicity articles more. Because, like, I don't think... No, I didn't write a huge amount about culture in here. There were some bits, like the fact that they don't have a biological gender. That's technically not cultural, but it is, like, tied. I know it has a sapient section, but I don't use sections. But I understand that, like, it can be a little bit, because it's mostly about physicality, so it can be a bit funky. A bit. Sometimes. Depends. And then I had, like, this bit. It was mostly about physical bits. That's how I've used them. I'm not great. I really hate writing species. I hate them. I hate writing species articles. I just don't like it. I'm just not good at it. That's why the Duanum article took like 4 separate streams to finish. Aben has the north, where they prep against snow a lot. South, rainforests, especially aggressive wildlife. Center has more neutral wildlife. So yeah, there would absolutely be cultural distinctions between someone from the north and someone from the south. Like, even if you got, like, you can have, like, an overall, like, yeah, they're all, like, you know, X country, but there would be some distinctions. Like, how even in, like, Victoria, for example, someone from Melbourne has some cultural difference from someone who is from, like, Wonthaggi. I don't know why I used Wonthaggi as the reference. That's probably not the best reference I could have used. Do I even know Wonthaggi? Winnable? Easy issue. No one else but the Australians know what Wonthaggi is. Bendigo? Bendigo might be a better example. People know what Bendigo is. Or Ballarat. Like, those are distinct. The Ballaratans the Ballarats, have some differences from the Melburnians. So we all have different things, but we're all still like Victorian and we're all still Australians. And there's like it gets more granular as it goes. Yeah, so you probably could split that into 3 different articles, and then and you can go into as much detail in there as you would like, which is good. It's a lot of bits. Yeah, and you can go more in depth. You can get as granular as you want, but to a point, if you go too granular, you end up just writing about individual people, which is what the people things for. Oh, the Frankstonian Afghanistan. God bless Frankston. I've never even been to Frankston, but I know to fear it. I know to fear Frankston Station. This is in the blood of all Melburnians who don't live in Frankston. They all know to fear Frankston Station. The closest I have is Baronia Station, which is not great either, but it's not Frankston, so hey. I'll take it, Like, yeah, you could probably get stabbed at Baronia too, but you're less likely to. It's across the road from the police station. It's fine. They may be there. Maybe. Maybe they'll help you, who knows? They might not notice. Too busy the Maccas. Oh, Jesus. Oh, boy. God bless Afghanistan. I don't think I really have any more tenants. I don't know how much... Because I feel like leaving... Tents? Shit, I can't spell. Leaving their tenants fairly few in number and very broad helps to justify why there'd be so many different versions of this specific religion in this area of Utrecht, because you can interpret that any way you want. And so the primary church, like I guess you would call it the Orthodox Church, which I guess is this one. Church of the Blessed Heart is basically like the Orthodox version of this religion, is very like specific. But there are other groups that are like, we have, like only these specific actions are defilement, and so everything else is cool, etc. You want either double layered, filled with insulation material, or underground. South, spiky moats or buffer zones prevent predators from getting into your rooftops. Center, deep foundations in places with less steady ground. Yeah! Plenty of variety there. And you get all like the decorative aesthetic differences as well. And yeah, Frankston is basically Melbourne's Florida. Absolutely. That is the correct comparison to make for the international audience who know what Florida is. Frankston, Melbourne's Florida. Me, I live in, I guess, would be the equivalent of like... Melbourne's Virginia? I don't know if that's a great comparison. I'm just going like, mountains? We're not West Virginia. We're not full Appalachia, but I don't know, Virginia? I kind of like Virginia. I'm sure as hell not New York. Like Melbourne City is New York. We have too many suburbs for this. There are too many suburbs for this. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna be thinking about that for ages now on. I'm just gonna be like, what? Where do I live? Equivalent to America in my own city. Yeah, Virginia, I guess. Probably Eastern Seaboard. That's it. That's all I know. There's not a whole lot going on out here. We're pretty chill. So like maybe we are West Virginia. Who knows? We're not quite rural enough for West Virginia. I get distracted again. Ah, Jesus. Oh no. I want to get at least a little bit more done before we finish off. Because in 5 minutes I'll send us off to continue the world of buildings, and then things will go. Incidentally, Amsterdam is literally built on poles. Ah, yeah! That makes sense. That helps for like all the water and stuff. Because I definitely had thoughts about what the architecture would be in Utrecht, depending on the cultures, but the poor Polish. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Purples. Wisconsin. You know, I'll accept Wisconsin, yeah. I'm a bit north of Lilydale, but yeah, I'll accept Wisconsin. Because we are pretty, like, in those kind of states, which is kind of, there's not a whole lot going on. So yeah, Wisconsin works. Wisconsin functions for that, I think. The issue is that I don't go to enough different suburbs, so I'm just like, what are they? And I'm like, oh no, Charleston's probably fucking California, I don't know. That's as far as I've gotten. Charleston is maybe California, just because of its shenanigans. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's more St. Kilda. Maybe St. Kilda's California. Debates. The poles were construction and harvest. Israel will be hundreds of thousands of 12, 20-meter long wooden poles in Amsterdam's soil. Damn, that's impressive. And very helpful for many things, I'm sure. Keep everything just nice and steady for when the waves come to claim us all. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure my house's foundations are literally falling apart underneath us. I'm just like, don't worry about it. They're literally falling down the hill, but it's like, it's fine. The house isn't split apart yet. Yet. It hasn't broken the waterline yet. What a main, even. Hasn't broken the pole just yet. It's working on it. So the Tim. I need to fix the formatting here too. What's that? Wait, hold on. Oh, I saw brackets and got confused. Her history, ceremonies, events. Yep, no, that's fine. That's it. What it is. I guess the next chunk would be on the main. Got the worship and the tenets and the history eventually. I guess then you would put like sects where they talk about the like Orthodox, primary branch, aka the Blessed One, that this article is about. Very anti-Orchana for religious reasons. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. St. Kilda works better for California, because I was thinking of, like, I like St. Kilda's nice. I'm a fan of St. Kilda. I've been a couple times. Mostly just to go to the fucking Académie Française for reasons. And also, I played lacrosse there once, too. St. Kilda's good. So St. Kilda can be California. Charleston really wants to be something. I'm assuming Charleston is probably New York. And then I guess, like, the Melbourne CBD is Washington, D.C. I feel like that tracks. Just because Charleston's huge. So I assume, like, it kind of feels like a New York-y kind of thing. I don't know if they've got the New York attitude, but they've got the New York shopping. Potentially. Or maybe that's more like, that is maybe more CBD. It's a hard comparison to make because only so much of Melbourne is urban enough to accurately map onto America's biggest centers of things. Basically just like the Melbourne CBD and then like St. Kilda. And then like, I don't know. Charleston. That's as far out as it goes and then it just kind of stops. New York, Paris. Well, yeah. New York, yeah. It's obviously meant to try to be a Paris, but I figure New York is, if we're keeping to America, it would be the Melbourne, New York. It's obviously trying to be Paris. It really wants to be Paris. Bless their hearts. They try their best. Progressive. New York rent, yeah. Oof. Yeah. Smaller branch. Cooler. Wants to share Bayari's glory. Probably more like missionaries. The question mark. Yeah, it is slightly bigger. Not like. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so it is currently midnight, which does mean that I'm technically done the world building portion. Who streams after me? Where am I? Oh god, I'm in November. Sorry. Who's currently live? that I can raid. Oh shit, we have a gap actually. Oh, that's unfortunate. Huh. Usually we don't have a gap there. Who usually streams after me? Oh. Of course, yeah. Greg usually streams after me on a Saturday. But Greg isn't streaming at the moment. Because usually I raid Greg. Oops. I forgot to factor that into anything that I was doing today. Huh. Okay. Because my intention was to basically raid somebody doing world building so that if you guys want to keep doing like world building stuff while I go play Minecraft, then we would be able to do that. But the issue is that I don't follow enough people on Twitch. I mean, I'm gonna keep streaming, it's just I'm streaming Minecraft. And to be fair, like, the next stream here is Laura playing games too, so I guess, shit. I guess it's me doing the thing again anyway. But I was gonna take a... Usually what I do is I raid Greg, and then I take a 5-10 minute break to, like, shove a Milky Way into my mouth and, like, drink water and go to the toilet and stuff, and then I come back and play Minecraft. But since there's no one to raid, and since I love giving myself things to do, I love having to edit. I love having to edit videos. It's great. I love it. I hate it. But since that's not gonna happen, and since I have plans for Minecraft that require as much time as possible, and since I'm only gonna stream Minecraft for 3-ish hours tonight because of daylight savings and I need to sleep, I think what we're gonna have to do, basically, since it's 12 and this is at the end of my scheduled world buildy stream, world buildy stuff, I'm gonna basically shunt us off to like an intermission, which is not helpful because I need to fix the intermission text. It doesn't work properly because it didn't want to make a copy of the text that would be changed independently. It wanted to just make its own thing, and I'm like, you burb. So I have to just do it again. I'm just like, burb. Hold on. You don't get to see anything while I do this. Excellent. Excellent. I do want to remove that, yes. That been removed from my start screen. Okay. Oop. Oh no. A lot is happening. A lot is happening. Oh god. And you can't even see any of it because I use, I have to force transitions to make stuff go. Oh Jesus. Oh no. I'm gonna do back for streaming. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh god, that's way too big. I need to fix that. How big did that make it? Oh god. It's a bit big. Then you make that smaller. You put that in there. Excellent. I have a BRB screen. Okay. So since nobody appears to be streaming from the ASC directly after my slot, what I would usually do is I would raid Greg. Greg isn't streaming and no one else has filled that 1 hour slot. Totally fair. Unless anybody has somebody that they think I should raid who's doing like creative, like world building stuff, so I can offload the creatives. In absence of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take a 5-minute break. I'm going to leave the stream running so you can keep listening to music, but I'm going to throw up an intermission screen. I'm gonna take 5 minutes to like sort myself out, get Minecraft working and all that stuff, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes to play the Mined Crafts. So thank you all for coming. If you were only here for the world building, I was happy to have you and hope that you got many things done. I know I didn't, but sometimes it's a good environment to just work away while someone's yattering their head off. So I hope you all had a lovely day. If you stick around for Minecraft, thank you for staying around. Have fun cycling, Makara. Cycling is fun. And I will see you all soon. And thank you for the follow, Machampy. Mac Champy. I will see you all in about 5 minutes. Bye-bye.